taking a minute with her other hand. Her nails did not seem to be painted, and I could not tell what she was looking for. Her eyes flicked over to me, sharp and narrowing, and I turned away embarrassed. I was not welcome, even as an observer in her world. A cold flash ran through me. I realized she was pretty, but she was mistaken. I did not stare at pretty people. Too often their faces had turned hard and bored. Outside the bus, I saw a group of teenagers on the sidewalk, laughing, followed by another group of teenagers, plotting. It was just after 2 o'clock. They were out on the streets, liberated and drifting. I had rehearsed the songs, mostly in the mornings. At night, I sometimes played them again, a little looser. But I had also rehearsed my thoughts, lined them up, walked through them, a way of aligning how I felt. You should know the purpose, yours and everyone else's. When you stand up to play a piece, you should know why you're there, why the audience is there, what it feels like to play it, what it feels like to hear it, and everything that came before, who wrote it, when, and why. That was the way I approached it and always had. But I knew others who did not approach it this way, and, disoriented, I saw that they were still very good, even better than me. But it was the only way I knew how to do it. My purpose today was to get the job, get paid, stay the winter, be energized, vigorous, interesting for them. Their regular trumpeter had gone to Europe for the season. I didn't know anything about him. We had never crossed paths. The job was 2 nights a week in the West End at an expensive restaurant with modern Mediterranean cuisine, but younger, edgier than most restaurants in the area, and the live band was prominent on the website. It was a draw. I wondered about the clientele. The pay was good, and I knew they would be auditioning several players, probably Ollie, if he was still free on Friday and Saturday nights, probably Eric. Ollie was impressive physically, tall and bulky in the shoulders, with a strong and interesting profile. On trumpet, he was brash, elbowing others aside. Some people liked that. He would be the one in my way. The bus stopped and picked up a stooped old woman. She wore a nest of scarves tied around her head and neck. Briefly, I imagined her tying them carefully before she left the house, like me. But her small face peered out, uncomfortable on the bus, impatient for her journey to be over, a sad and tired figure. I looked away from the woman. I knew that seeing her would change how I felt, and I needed to feel a certain way for this. The clientele at the restaurant would be trendy, I guessed, dressed up for the night. The women would have large bracelets and red lips, and the men would be trim in dark colors. Their purpose would be to have an authentic experience. They were dining out and would take pictures and video, but the music would be a moment they couldn't capture as well on the phone. The sound was never right. So they would feel it was something elusive and important. I wasn't sure what they would know or care about the music itself. The short set list I'd been sent included a holiday song. Okay, it was November, it made sense, but I hoped they didn't get too heavy with them. Once holiday songs hit the grocery stores, I don't think anybody wants to hear the cover that night over dinner, unless it's pulled way back, way down, circling around it, almost unrecognizable. Otis Redding's White Christmas, that way. I was auditioning alone, no band, they said. I would be auditioning for the restaurant owner. Performing for someone like that, I knew the trumpet itself would not be the focus. It would be me. How I looked and carried myself, how I felt about myself. And that was the tricky thing, wasn't it? I felt good about myself when I wasn't thinking about it, but now I would be thinking about it, and that would turn it all inside out. The others who were good at it, the practiced uncaring, the suspicion they were not comfortable either but good at lying, better at lying. I was pushing against that slowly seeping resentment of those who were better at lying. Those were not helpful thoughts, and I knew that already. I knew almost every